What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Bob Arum. The CEO of Top Rank is interested in staging a trilogy fight with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury in Macau, China. Wow, okay, and he wants it there, or he's interested in it being in Macau because of the live gates, or because the U.S. fans won't or can't see it live. Okay, now this is what he said verbatim. He said that with a big Fury fight with Wilder, it appears that the U.S. will not allow spectators with live sport events this year. Top Rank is looking for areas that we are most familiar with as far as doing live events. He says in Asia, particularly in Macau, China, we've had a track record of doing very successful events in Macau. So we're handling that aspect in Macau. In other words, everyone is acting with cooperation, and we're acting on our area of expertise, said Arum. Okay, now look, let me counterpunch something real quick. First of all, China. The word China right now globally is not a good pick, just straight off the bat. Okay, let's just get that out of the way, because with the US and the UK and a lot of places, we're going through a pandemic. We don't know how long this will last. People are now just starting to open their doors or considering going out and opening certain public places that were non-essential. Okay, and they're going to do that limitedly. Macau, China, even though it's about 600 miles from Wuhan, where this whole thing supposedly started, the name, the country, the word China just pops into someone's head as negative. Okay, nobody will want to go there. Nobody in their right mind will probably go there, because if they care about their safety, they won't want to go there. Bob Arum is how old? Right? He smokes weed and good hemp and all that good stuff, but I doubt he would want to be there. He'd probably, he'd probably be forced to be there. But Macau, China, I know the reason they're going there, because, he had Manny Pacquiao over there. But understand, Manny Pacquiao was over there because he's Asian. And the Chinese are Asian. And Asians love Asians. And Asians love winning Asians. Right? So that's the potential. Okay, that's the driving force behind Manny Pacquiao, or behind it being in Macau. And then plus Macau was willing to spend a lot of freaking money for Manny Pacquiao to come over there. Okay, so that's one thing. But taking a guy from the UK and then another guy from the USA and bringing them to Macau, China, without any guarantee like Saudi Arabia that they're going to back this, is crazy. Right? Now, shout out to Sporting Icons. I think that he might be onto something with what Bob Arum may be trying to do. He may try to see what the reaction of Team Wilder would be for the venue, to see if they have any objections. Because a lot of times, if the B side, which Deontay Wilder would be, he's taken to 40% of the cut, he's on the other side of the marquee. If they decide, no, we don't want it there, then they could have a reason for the fight not happening at that time. Okay, and then if that's the case, think about it. The WBC already has a mandated time for Dillian Whyte to fight. It's already going to be October. If they push it back any longer, then he won't be able to be, Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is the champion. he will not have enough time to be prepared for February to fight Dillian White. Okay, and that's the only thing Mauricio at this time is worried about. Mandatories. I hope he keeps it up on track. I hope he enforces it, right? Because he hadn't had a great reputation of doing that in the past. But if he does, that means that Tyson Fury, there's no way he can be prepared or ready because it's not enough time. So if Deontay Wilder and his team, they dick around and say we don't want it, they might be asking themselves out of an opportunity, because that's a clever way to get out of the contract where it's going to be, right? Wilder, we haven't known of him to really travel abroad, especially fighting, right? All his 10 title defenses were in America. He didn't go anywhere. So the idea of China, though, it's almost like when Andy Ruiz said he didn't want to go to Saudi Arabia, if you guys can remember that. And their excuse was, well, it's on the two danger, or the number two ranked, or the number two's ranked as a state of danger or whatnot, a travel ban or whatever. But so was Mexico. And, they had that roundabout, but they offered him more money and he went, right? That may be the case with Wilder, but then that may not be the case, because Al Heyman might, same advisor, promoter, he may say, you know what, you're going to give us more money if we're going over there. But this is much more serious than that level 2 ban. This is a pandemic. This you're going to the lion's den, and you're supposed to be afraid of lions when lions are taking over the world, right? You're going to where this supposedly started, or very, very close, same country. So I doubt they would want to even take that chance, because Deontay Wilder has kids, he has family, and I'm pretty sure he has older aunts and uncles, So it's one of those things where he may decide for his own safety, I'm not going over there. I'm not fighting Tyson Fury over there. They got to come with another venue, right? And it could get real nasty. And if it gets real nasty, that means Tyson Fury might have to fight someone else, because if he doesn't fight Dillian White, they're going to strip him. And what good would that be? Because understand something. It's weird. The contractual agreement between Wilder and Fury, if Fury gets stripped, to my understanding, he still has to fight. If he doesn't, if he gets stripped, he still has to fight Deontay Wilder. But then if that happens, why would he want to even fight Wilder at that point? And then if everybody ends up in court, and I think, what's the rules? I think you have to wait a year or something like that from that contract agreement. But we don't even know the stipulations, so that's kind of reaching, because there's a lot of information that we really don't know. Okay, so, but it could be a way out of that fight if Bob Arum wants to host it there, because he knows this is a different situation, different fighters, and he might be trying to loophole it, because I know a lot of people really want to see Fury and Joshua. Now, mind you, if he's having it in Macau, why can't he have or push for the Joshua Fury fight to be in the UK, like a lot of Brits want that fight to be, right? I'm just saying, Saudi Arabia, now it's China. Well, what about the UK, Wembley Stadium? That's where I see a big fight like that. But if it can't happen, they just have to wait anyway. So that's the whole thing. These fights may not happen because huge fights like this, they wouldn't want to happen regardless if the fighters are ready for it to happen, even if Deontay Wilder wasn't a factor, because they still want to host this fight live because they want and need the revenue. Okay? They want that extra incentive. They want that extra line of revenue, of liquid. So they're not going to miss that out. So they're going to wait. And they would rather wait than to have it behind closed doors. That won't happen. Okay, so that's my guess on it. But to get Deontay Wilder out of the way, he may not want to go there. you know. But then if he decides not to go there, then they could make a good case and say, well, we wanted to have the fight, but he didn't want to fight where the fight is going to attend. Now his reasons for it is you know, I think it's warranted. But then again, they may say, well, you know, I'm sorry, you have to fight where the A side tells you to fight, unless, you know, if you don't, then your contract is void because it's due to insubordination of your own standing, right? They didn't say the rematch had to be in the U.S. I don't think. But if they would have said that, it would have already been mentioned by Bob Arum, right? So, no. So it's one of those weird things you really just have to sit down and think about, and it can get real confusing and dirty and murky. But I think it's a shitty idea, honestly. I don't think that it should be anywhere near Macau, China, regardless of what Bob and the relationship with him and the Chinese have. It still shouldn't be there, because I know it's like a casino-based place, and I don't even know if it's driven by a casino. I don't even know if the casinos are open. And they're all assuming that everything will be open and running, which China is, though. They are starting to open up more because it started there, so they're starting to take precautionary. If they have fans there, it's going to have fans with masks and shit on. I guarantee it. To protect themselves. They just watch the fight. Oh, you know, and the mask is on and shit. So, anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder, possibly in China. Leave your comments below. Please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.